Often young adults find themselves having to relocate when starting the next chapter of their lives. Many times, they have more than one option, and picking where to spend possibly the rest of their life can be a difficult task. Our visualization compares 35 U.S. cities and 17 different living attributes. The metrics are chosen based on the relevancy and importance for young adults if they were choosing among multiple cities. These metrics are grouped as transportation, cost of living, employment statistics, living quality, and neighborhood. The metrics can be selected by clicking on them. The cities are listed on the right. The map below shows the location of the cities as well. The cities can be selected by clicking on the list or on the map location. The visualization has two views, the circular core diagram and the stacked bar chart. The core diagram acts as an exploratory widget to view how the cities compare on each metric. By default, 3 cities and metrics are selected, and more can be added or removed. Users can view the distribution of the metric among all selected cities by hovering on the arc of each metric. The wider the path, the better the city is in that metric. By hovering on one city, users can get an overview of how the city performs in selected metrics, and the width of the arc represents how good the city is among all selected cities. The core diagram is complemented by the bar chart, which shows the ranking, similarity, and distribution of the cities based on the selected metrics. Each stack represents a particular metric, and hovering on each stack pops up the actual values of the cities for the selected metric. The height of the bar represents the sum of all the stacks and thus the overall rank of the city. Users can sort the bars according to the rank. The bars get rearranged and also reveal their distribution on the x-axis. The distance between the two cities represents their actual distribution across the dataset for the selected metrics. Clicking on any city or bar changes the opacity of all bars to show similarity. The higher the opacity, the more similar the city is. For example, a young graduate from Georgia Tech has offers from Phoenix, New York City, and Miami, and he needs to make a decision based on these 3 cities. He really cares about public transportation usage, the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment, the average salary, cheap takeouts, as well as the young and single population. He looks at the core diagram first and notices that New York City has the largest width. To get more details, he can hover over each metric to view the distribution. For example, by hovering on the public transportation usage, it shows that New York City has remarkably the highest usage of public transportation. And by hovering over the city, he can get an overview of how this city performs in selected metrics. He moves to the stacked bar chart and hovers on stacks to view their actual value. For example, the cost of a 2-bedroom apartment per month in New York City is $3,180, while in Phoenix, it's only $800. The chart also enables him to sort cities according to their overall rank and browse their distribution. After living in Atlanta for a while, he wants to move to a similar city, so he clicks on Atlanta, and the opacity for each city shows the similarity. Among these 3 selected cities, Miami turns out to be the most similar one. The user can keep on exploring different desirable metrics and cities and make an informed decision. Overall, by providing well-coordinated views, the visualization supports multiple tasks which allow the user to make an informed decision while choosing the next city they want to move to.